Yo, yo, yo. What is up, everybody? It's the ILLMINDZ podcast, man. If you ain't ill, you ain't real, man. Yesterday was a big day. LeBron broke the record. It's insane. Guy playing 20 years, and this guy just keeps balling like he's 25, man. It's like 38, looking like he's 25 years old. And that's gonna be that's gonna be a main topic that we're gonna be talking about today. It's gonna be the first one coming up. Second one, we're gonna be talking about the NBA trades. Talk about what trades have happened, especially the Kyrie Mavericks. I'm a Maverick fan, so I know that. What's up, Chris?
You're good.
Yeah, so so we're gonna talk about the Kyrie, the Mavs, and then definitely gonna talk about what teams can make a trade, what teams need to make a trade. That's definitely something that's gonna be big because I think that there are a couple of teams like the Suns, Raptors could be sellers or buyers. Who knows? Definitely that. And also, the last but not least, we're going to talk about what's coming up on Sunday, man. Super Bowl, Mahomes versus Hurts. You know, that's going to be a very interesting thing to happen, man. You got two black quarterbacks for the first time ever in the Super Bowl. That's pretty amazing, and I'm pretty hype about that. But that's good, man. So, let's get into this. LeBron James, King James, broke the record yesterday on a post-up fadeaway. It was dope, man. I think it was the fourth quarter, right? I think it was fourth quarter. Yeah,
No. It was right before the end of the third.
Right before the end of the third? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, right before the end of the
Like
third.
a minute left or something.
Yeah. And the Lakers lost 133 to 130 to the Thunder. Thunder were lighting them up. I felt like it was a close game, sort of, in a way, but I think it was lost in like the last minute and a half. It was like no chance of them really coming back and making some noise with it because it just seemed like the Thunder were just clicking all cylinders from three. So now that he's broken the record, he's number one in scoring. He's fourth in assists. He said that he could probably play probably four more seasons, probably up to like when he's like 42.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask you, Pops. You think if he breaks this record? Actually, no, I want to hear you stand on this. He broke the record right now. Is he the GOAT? Or does he need to do more in order for him to obtain that title?
He's in the pantheon. I think sometimes we get caught up too much with this GOAT talk when you got guys. You got to separate guys by their errors. The game was different the first 25 years. The game was different the next 25 years after that. And now that we're on the 75th anniversary, those 25 years are separate. Now we're going to take the game to the next level. And I think that we should judge it like that. Quarterly, because all is GOAT, let's be honest, it's hard to compare. It's different eras. It's hard to compare because if I take LeBron's athleticism and his dominance, I say on a one-on-one, I'm betting LeBron against Jordan every goddamn time. Wow, he could D him up, he could serve him up. He gonna bully Jordan. He got like 40 pounds on him. That's what Jordan used to do because he was stronger and bigger than most guards. He's going to get the same thing done to him if he goes one-on-one against LeBron. So that's not a good way to say who's better. Now, if you say, okay, we go back in time and we give them basically the same roster except it's LeBron, it's Jordan, I still would take LeBron. He's a better all-around player, passer. Jordan, especially in today's game, guys won't want to play with him. This dude don't pass the ball. We're going to be I'm out. Just saying. So I say he's just as good. I'm not going to put him above Jordan, but I say they're on the same level.
So what makes Jordan like a little, I wouldn't say an outlier, but somebody that is still number one in most people's books? What's that one thing that people always use that you think always puts him above LeBron?
Oh, the 6-0 in the finals, BS.
And no game sevens. True.
Yeah, but I dare anybody to sit with me and let's watch those games. And I guarantee you that every game you're going to find 3 to 5 calls where Michael Jordan gets a foul call and he wasn't even touched. How do you commit a foul if I physically did not touch you? And you can see clearly there's no touch. So where's the foul come from? How can you I want to ask that question. How can you commit a foul without touching somebody? Jordan yelled at her. I mean, he went when he didn't get a call, he will get in the ref's face. Literally. I'll look it up for you. In the face, screaming at him, cursing him out. Not even a T. Never seen any other player get away with that kind of bullshit. Now, mind you, people will say, oh, yeah, well, the Pistons used to beat him up. Yes. He went through his trial and tribulation. He did get murdered. I'm not going to deny the Pistons try to murder that man on the basketball court. Yes. All true. But once he made it, he was the golden child. He was the moneymaker. And God forbid you touch the moneymaker. You touch the golden goose, you got a problem.
So you're saying that his championships...
He was the greatest of his era. But just like a lot of the greatest players that I've noticed almost in all sports, they get calls that nobody else gets.
So does that make a difference in championships?
And then we hear the argument of he didn't earn it. Oh, gee, I didn't know you earned the call outside of the rule book. I didn't know that was in the rule book. If you played it long enough and people like you enough, we won't call this regulation on you.
All right.
I mean, that doesn't make any sense. Listen, best of his era, undoubtedly. LeBron is the best of this era.
Okay, so what I'm trying to understand here is you're going on a tangent about
Yeah, I did.
You're going on a tangent about Jordan getting calls. What does that have to do with like him being greater than LeBron?
I came back home. He's the best of his era. Jordan's the best of his era. Bill Russell was the best of his era. Those are the three GOATs.
So you're saying so what you're saying is that there is no
those are the
undisputed
three GOATs. It's not one GOAT, 3 GOATs. You gotta have a GOAT for every 25 years. Because the game changes and you can't take a player from one era and put him in another era. Think about it. If LeBron James could hand check Jordan ain't doing nothing. He's never going to get to his spot. Jordan's way stronger than him. Or are we going to deny that?
LeBron's way stronger.
God damn it. Yeah, LeBron is way stronger than Jordan.
Yeah.
So you already know. You're going to hand check him to death. Yeah. And LeBron is a smart, cerebral player. So if he knows where Jordan's spots are, what's he going to do? Hand check him right out of those spots.
So then I don't understand who. So
you got 3 GOATs.
Who's your so what you're saying? Out of all 3, you don't know who to choose. Who number 1 is?
I'd say 3 GOATs. All those 3, I put them up there.
All right. So if LeBron wins 1 ring and he beats John Stockton in assists, is he undisputed?
Listen,
that's what I'm thinking. If you play 4 more years and he's a great passer and he probably won't need to score anymore.
All right. If he's
and he gets 1 more ring.
If he gets another ring, even if he gets. Listen, I like I said, I think he's the best of this era. I think, but if we're gonna stick to the question, all right, give him another title, and he gets the assist record. He gets 40,000 points. Obviously, if he gets the assist record, he probably got 40,000.
He's gonna get 40,000. You know that.
Just on the accumulation of records and stats, you gotta give it to him. Because listen, you gotta give credit to somebody who's able to take care of his body, stay healthy, and play for the length that he did. You know, he played longer. Well, then Jordan should have played longer. Then I'm just saying, sustained greatness has to count for something, and he has sustained greatness for 20 years. You know me, I was never a LeBron guy, but I see the body of work. I have to give it up. I have to give it up.
Yeah, me personally, I think that if he does beat the assist record and he wins 1 more ring, because I think what people always go to is how many losses you had in the finals. But let's be honest. But I know you say eras are different and everything, but I think the level of talent LeBron had to go against and the level of talent that he's had and he's taken to the finals is far more greater to see than Jordan and the Bulls, because it was just like Scotty grew, then they got the best rebounder, I think best rebounding skill wise player I've ever seen. Even me as a person that hasn't never seen him like in person or see him on television, Dennis Rodman, this guy hustled like no other person ever.
Would never out hustle.
He could do drugs, drink, party, have sex with women, and then still drop like 20 rebounds and zero points. Yeah, so it's like you had greatness around you with it. LeBron, he didn't really have a lot of people in those squads. He had what he had in the cast? Jeremiah Moon.
No Hall of Fame coach.
Yeah, no Hall of Fame. Gibson. Larry Hughes, Mo Williams, and you took that team to the finals. Yeah, you got your ass whipped, but by the Spurs, but you got them there. It's like And he's taking like teams like
Well, we discussed this yesterday. Remember, I said if Popovich
had LeBron for that long.
if Popovich had LeBron for these 20 years, you're gonna tell me he don't have more than 4 titles?
Imagine him, Tony Parker, and Duncan.
I'll be willing.
Oh, God.
I'll be willing to bet a large amount of money
LeBron be
that he will have more than 4 chips.
I think he probably has 6 just as much.
I'm just saying, 20 years with Pop,
With
that
the-
guy,
with Tony
with
Parker.
the all-around package that he has, Pop will just be okay. I got this guy. This
Yeah.
guy.
That'll be unstoppable.
He would have built a team around him. He would have been juggernauting through the whole 20 years.
Yeah.
So,
But LeBron, man, remarkable accomplishment, man. I salute to that dude. I can't believe at 20, year 20, he's still averaging like 30
Right.
points a game.
amazing player, amazing accomplishment. You know, testament to him. Like I said, take care of his body. You know, they say he wastes $1 million on his body.
A million.
Well worth it. You played 20 years in a game that usually by year 14, even the best players are all right.
After year 14.
You're gonna after 14 years more players.
Yeah.
You're a bench player or you're on your way out.
Yeah, man.
And you still think you're the guy because you usually start slowing down, but
Like,
gotta give it to LeBron. I mean, he's still
yeah, dude.
the athleticism for his age is just it's ridiculous.
Remember the reverse layup he did? They called a foul on the floor, but he did the reverse with the left hand, got
Yeah.
around. It's like this dude is just on another, like just pure skill. He
Well,
can still dominate.
You
You
know, he always been one of the best finishers. I mean, when he first came into the league, he's
Yeah.
been a great.
But it's just the fact he's maintained it where he's still able to
Yeah.
have that much athleticism to like get around still, lay it up.
Think about it. Never been a great jump shooter. Never been a great free throw shooter, and still got the scoring record. It just goes to show you that. And mind you, had he done it shooting inefficiently, I'd be like, you know me, how I look at you. That's how I look at Kobe. Rest in peace. But
Take a lot of shots.
very inefficient guy. That's why, believe it or not, even with Shaq, I don't think that's why Shaq had to get it. He was more efficient. And Kobe wanted to be the guy at all costs. But, dude, you got to shoot better.
Yeah.
And as great as Kobe was, he was not, like I said,
Hey.
I didn't revere him as high as other people. Did he have big moments and big games? Absolutely. Was he a great player? Yeah, I'd say he's a great player. But I think people exaggerate on the greatness. He wasn't that efficient. He's a volume scorer. Any volume scorer, they have to have the ball all the time. Not only do
that's
they
true.
have to get the shots,
That's
they
true.
gotta be bouncing and bouncing like the Bobon commercial. Bouncy, 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 bouncy. Gotta be bouncing that goddamn ball. Like your boy Luka, same thing. You gotta learn how to touch the ball but not hold the ball.
That's what
And,
LeBron
and,
does.
and they just hold the ball to LeBron, touches it.
He knows what to do.
He knows what he's gonna do. I'm gonna make this move, and then either I'm gonna finish or I'm gonna pass. And he goes in with a plan, and he executes the plan.
Yeah, no, that's definitely one thing that I definitely see about Kobe. But you have to admit, when Shaq left, he won 2 chips by himself in a row.
Not by himself. You gonna tell me if they didn't have Pau Gasol? They
Yeah,
could
Pau
win?
Gasol-
All right, then, so don't say by
Pau
himself.
Gasol was dominant.
It's a team game. You know who could have won all by himself? Serena Williams, because she plays tennis. All of
But
that other stuff,
Kobe
I get
beat-
tired of that. Guys
Shaq.
sometimes are better, and they got to subjugate themselves when they're playing with a star because, God forbid, they don't take the last shot. But sometimes the star taking the last shot is not the best way to win.
Okay, so but with Kobe, you know, it's just crazy. You know, he proved that I can win without you, and he did. And he had Pau Gasol, of course, which was a really good big man in that era. But Kobe was just carrying that team too. You know, like defensively, he was a two-way player. He play hard on defense, he play hard on offense. You can't deny that from him. And like with LeBron, it's just effortless for him. When he was in Miami, he could have won defense. I don't know why he hasn't won the defensive player of the year. That he got robbed like 3 years in a row. To be defensive player in Miami, he was the best defender like in the league. Like when he locked you down, it was over. Like you couldn't.
Well, listen, I was watching Nick Wright the other day, and he said,
Nick Wright from First Things First.
yeah, first thing first, he said, if LeBron wanted to be the leading scorer every year, look at the amount of shots he takes.
Oh, he could do it.
He doesn't take that many shots like Kobe or Jordan.
If he was high
If he
volume,
wanted to be exactly. If he was high volume like
he
them
had 40 a
dudes,
night. 40 a night.
he would have had the record of 2 years ago. Let's keep it 100. Okay? So
Miami Heat LeBron will average 40 if you want to
he's
do
won
it.
me over time, like anything else. I look at evidence, and I have to factor in the evidence. And LeBron James, the body of work is it's getting to the point, like I said, if he ends up getting the assist, it's insurmountable. You have to say, just based on gross accomplishments, he's the GOAT.
Yeah, it's
Scoring leader, assist leader, went to the finals 10 times, and if he wins another chip, come on, man. Because I don't want to hear about some of them chips. Some of them teams, them Cavs teams that had no business being in the finals.
Yeah.
Jordan could have never brought those teams to the finals.
No,
so
I don't think so either.
And on that front, somebody who was always on the Jordan bandwagon, let's not get it confused that I've been on this LeBron thing. No, I've always been on the Jordan bandwagon. The man who tortured my life, who has denied me, this team a championship because the referees want to give them calls that are not calls. But I'm going to leave it there. He never could have took that Cavaliers team to a finals.
Yeah, dude.
So if you're that much better than him, then how come you couldn't do what he did? I'm sorry. I've been fighting it, but at some time you got to give it up. And like I said, if he gets the assist, to me, it's undoubtedly.
Yeah, I think
it's just too many accomplishments.
I think it's Jordan still, because it's just like this guy just wins 3 in a row, ties, comes back, losing the playoff, but comes back and wins 3 more in a row. Didn't take him to Game 7, but one of the great scores of all time, transcended the game. But LeBron, it's just the only thing that holds it back for me is that he don't have that killer instinct. And the only thing that holds it back for me sometimes.
He don't have that killer shot. He doesn't have that
Dirk is
that go-to move like Dirk got that go-to move.
Yeah, that fadeaway.
Can't stop it. You know, usually stars have a go-to move.
I think that's the only thing that holds me back with LeBron, because if he had like
if he had like a go-to shot,
yeah,
that he always used late in games.
Because I think LeBron is clutch. I think LeBron's a clutch player.
Well, he definitely is. The facts bear it out.
Like in the
playoffs,
playoffs,
say that he's not clutch
performance.
They don't know what they're talking about.
He hits big shots, but like game winners, like give me the ball, I'm gonna hit those shots all the time.
The Miami game that everybody's all talking about, that this guy saved his butt.
Oh, Ray Allen.
But did you not see the clutch plays he did before?
Yeah, he was hitting shots out of nowhere.
That's just pure hating.
Fadeaway, mid-range, got it in there, tied the game. He kept going back and forth, making layups. I'm like, yo, dude, he takes you there.
Yeah.
You just need that bona fide closer to be like, give me the ball, I'm going to make that shot. And that's what Kyrie was. And Kyrie saved his season from that too. He saved it with that shot. If you don't make that shot, Cavs lose, Warriors win. Even though they suspended Draymond Green with that stimulus package.
Yeah, you know.
But Warriors still should have won. You had three opportunities.
Steph choked that out. Gotta say the truth.
That's true.
Choked it out. I'm looking at him like, bro. Like, he's taking shots, not even looking at the back. Like, bro, you cold as ice. Take him by the 3-point line. You know, get cooking a little bit.
Yeah, because everybody likes to. Because things that me, like, I don't like that finals because of how it went. Like, they suspended him and it was trash.
No, if they don't suspend Draymond and they lose that goes 1,000% off Steph.
I think it devalued that championship for me. That's why a lot of people don't like. Oh, you don't like the I'm like, bro, like, it's like you suspended. If you beat them with Draymond Green that Game 5 and Game 6 and Game 7, bro, the best finals I've ever seen. If somebody wants to even have a discussion about that,
they call it the most
individually
comeback. But I'm saying, listen, had they not suspended Draymond and LeBron comes back like that on them, then listen, I'll be the first one leading the parade with the flag.
He's the
greatest comeback ever. Because that would literally have been the greatest comeback. But you suspend Draymond Green. Come on, I can't give it to you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you kind of beat the momentum.
It was a hell of a comeback regardless.
Yeah.
Greatest comeback ever. Nah, man, come on. That series, the momentum was going all the Warriors' way until you suspended Draymond.
Yeah.
On that one, I give LeBron props. That was smart. You know, he was a damn fool.
And he acted like a fool. That's what it is. He's erratic.
At the same time, LeBron, I love you. But if you would have put your junk in my face, I would have hit you in your junk. You wouldn't have been playing the rest of that game, homie.
But one thing about then we go to the trades, which the team that he's on, I think they should find a way to get some people in there. If LeBron, with that finals, if Kobe or Michael Jordan was on the Warriors, regardless of what happened with Draymond Green, they would have never let that go to Game 7. They would have took that thing by the nuts and won the championship, because they would have never even let that happen.
Kobe?
No. I'm saying like when Steph choked in that final, if it was Kobe or Michael Jordan in that situation,
In Steph's
situation, Warriors still win that series. The momentum would not let them get distracted.
Listen, I'm on that one. I can't deny I'm with you 1,000%.
Yeah, because like I think even with that,
Jordan wasn't gonna have 2 horrible games in a row.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna do that. Nope. No.
Kobe, as much as I poke holes in his game, wouldn't have had
that mentality.
He wouldn't have had 2 bad games.
He'd be like, "Give me the ball
like that in a row.
I'm gonna keep shooting. I don't care. We ain't losing. I'm gonna keep playing hard. Everything." It really sucks that we couldn't see a LeBron Kobe finals. Oh man, or like a conference finals. They were in the same conference. I would have loved that.
Well, we did get to see Kobe go at Jordan win, but I mean,
I wanted LeBron because it was like
Jordan was getting a little bit up there, but
it was like LeBron and him, like, and then when he got injured with the Achilles, it was like freak. Couldn't really see that happen. But hey, LeBron, great accomplishment. I think you will be the GOAT soon. If you beat that, I don't care about the ring actually. If that actually would put the icing on the cake, where I don't need to debate with nobody anymore. You beat the 5th record. I can't.
Yeah, you got.
But if you win a ring on top of it, you can't say nothing no more. I don't care. I don't care.
To me, he doesn't have to have more rings than Jordan. Listen, you had the best coach, you had the best supporting cast at that time. There was nobody that was close. You know, people. That's why I say you got to put things in perspective.
He's taking rookie coaches, like basically that rookie coaches to the finals and stuff.
Like I
David
said,
Blatt, who the hell is that? Tyronn Lue. We didn't know Tyronn Lue before until you coached LeBron.
I would have
loved
if he would have had a Popovich his whole career, or a Spo, something like which you did have Spo for 4 years.
But Spo was a baby.
If he wanted championships, he
should have stayed.
Yeah, because Pat Riley was going to make a move. He wasn't going to leave LeBron hanging. He's like, I got the guy. I'm going to go get some guys to help him out.
Remember when they were winning, Spo was a young boy too, a young coach. So like,
and you know that shows a lot of trust on Pat Riley's part because Pat Riley don't trust nobody. You see what he did to Van Gundy's brother.
Yeah, he's like,
like, nah, I got this.
You gotta get out of here.
Personally, I think that was kind of wrong because I think they was going to win anyway.
Yeah.
I think he kind of went in to steal the glory.
Yeah.
But who knows? I can't say nothing. He won it. Yeah. So I can't say, Stan Van Gundy would have definitely won it. I can't say that because he never did. He never won a championship. So I can't say that.
Yeah, but LeBron taking these rookie coaches, basically, rookie coaches. David Blatt, they took him to the finals. They lost, but you got Tyronn Lue, you got Eric Spoelstra. He was young. It's like, damn.
I hated that whole thing on David Blatt, like, cause he tried to draw up a play. Yeah, why is it that the star can't be the decoy?
Yeah.
How many? Listen, what makes me sick about that whole premise. Every star of the team usually takes the last shots. I really would like to see real-time stats. How many of those guys ever make those shots? It's under like 40%. So why are you designing a play that's only giving you a 40% chance to win? Like, this is the game time. We call the timeout. We get this shot, we win the game. You give it to your star. They usually only make it 40% or less because everybody knows the star's going to shoot it. So that's why it's not successful. If you just run a great play and then the ball happens to come into your star, I guarantee you that'll probably be a whole lot more successful. But I just don't get why they keep doing it when it's not that successful. If it's like at right under 40% rate, why do you keep doing that? It doesn't make sense. When you try to run a play that would be 50% effective instead of 40.
Yeah, but most players are not really. Listen, team's not going to do it.
I know. I just like to win, and if I'm a player and I could be a decoy to set you up for a layup, because I'm
then everybody has to be an efficient shooter.
Looking at me,
but everybody has to be an efficient shooter. You don't have that many efficient shooters.
Yeah, but you don't have to be that efficient when it's an easy shot. You can usually make.
Yo, there's so many dudes out there be getting easy shots from LeBron, and they be missing.
True.
So LeBron makes the right play, and it still happens. So it's like, what more do you want? You draw the play up, he gets the player open, he misses.
No, I know. I just don't understand. Like they made like a big to do.
Rather have the star do it.
David Blatt was trying to win the game.
You get paid the big bucks, so you should be showing that. And maybe that's what they want to do. They want to see that. They want to see you take a game and be like, it's mine. I'm getting it there. I don't care what happens.
Yeah,
but
they want you to do it at a 40% clip. That's successful basketball.
Right now, yeah. Like, damn, on a good night.
I dare search for a better way. I'm sorry.
So,
Not saying that I'm not going to take the ball out of my star's hands. I'm saying you don't have to take the last shot. It's because, like I said, if I'm D'ing up against a team, I know that's the guy, and I already know the way everybody plays. I'm making sure you don't take that last shot.
So
somebody got to be open. So design a play that gives a lesser player an easy shot.
All right, yeah. So but what does that have to do with? So you're saying LeBron does that?
No.
So
I think LeBron makes the right play almost all the time.
Okay.
I'm talking about guys like Jordan, guys like Kobe, or even all the stars in the NBA now. Dame Lillard, whatever. They're always going to take the last shot. Yep. Well, Dame Lillard's pretty clutch, so that's probably a bad example of that. But but for the most part, game on the line. Give it to the star for the last shot.
yeah.
40% or less. Why not get a higher percentage? That's all I'm saying. If you're a great basketball coach, you will figure that out.
All right. Oh, well, on to the next thing with that. I feel like that was it's no debate for that. It doesn't matter. The coach does what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
If you're a coach, then you probably do it differently. But it is what it is. Star players are gonna take the last shot because they get paid the big bucks, so you can't really argue that. So now
if you open, by all means.
Yeah, I know, but we're not gonna continue with that. It's not gonna end well with that because all you're gonna do is say, all right, well, you're gonna start playing. You're not gonna
You're right. I was a little long-winded on that, but basically, if you're triple team and you're the star and it's the last shot of the game, pass the goddamn ball. Going up against three guys, 40% or less.
Oh yeah, if you take smart shots. But anyways, so LeBron's on the Lakers. They lost last night. They lost against a team that they're supposed to beat actually because the West is so wide open. Within like the 5th to like 12th seed, it's like 4 or 5 game difference. And that's like a big chunk. I'm like shocked that the West is like so. Dude, it's like.
Listen.
I think it's very competitive. I think that's why people are losing so many other games because every other team is pretty good. The Thunder ain't something to slack on.
It's like 5 through 8, or is it like 6 through 12?
It's like 5
it's like
through
a couple
12.
of games different.
It's like 5 through 12. No, I think it's 4 through 12 because I think even the 4th seed. I think my Mavericks are the 4th seed. They only like 2 games over.
Kind of slipped off too.
They've lost I think 9 out of their last.
I think 10 out of their last 12.
10 out of their last 12, whatever. Yeah, it's horrible for them right now. Ever since that Shannon Sharp incident, they've been just losing. For real, I swear to God. Well, when that incident happened, they lost like 3 games in a row, and they just kept losing from then. And they won one, then they lost more. But yeah, the West's wide open. So with that, trades have happened. Obviously, one trade we'll talk about a little later because I want to get a little more specific about that situation. But NBA trade, man. Only very few trades have happened. Kyrie to Dallas. The Heat traded Desmond.
Desmond Bain?
No, not Desmond Bain. Something Desmond. A big man. Desmond. Okay. Big man Desmond to the Spurs. Or something. Whatever. Don't care about that. Yeah, man. No trades have really happened. And OG Anunoby is still on the block, I heard. But I don't know what teams are going to take advantage of that.
Well, that's what they're all looking at. Everybody's looking at Toronto.
Everybody's looking at Toronto. And honestly, okay, I want to ask you this question. If you're Toronto, do you buy or do you sell?
Well, listen, at the end of the day, they're trying to sell. That's what I think.
Okay.
They're trying to sell, but ain't nobody buying. OG Anunoby, 3 first-round picks. I'm sorry.
You're not worth that. 17 point per game score. Only played about 40 games for the past 2 seasons. Only played 40 games because he was injured. And yeah.
The only way you do that, if you're absolutely convinced that he's the piece that's gonna put you over the top.
A glue guy.
If not,
so a glue
well,
guy.
whatever. It just you have to be convinced. I get this guy. My team wins a championship.
So systematically,
like let's say maybe that's what you needed, a really good defender who could give you some offense, and this team could win the championship. If you're convinced 1,000% of that, then
are you looking for that in his personality or just systematically? How
no, it has to happen right away. At least for me, if I'm gonna give up what they're asking for, it has to be immediate impact. If not, what are we doing?
All right. So with that, I think OG Anunoby is a person that, if you are like the Bucks, I'll trade for him. If I get Chris Middleton and I get a bona fide small forward and OG Anunoby, you know what I'm saying?
In that scenario,
I would do it.
But I don't think Toronto's gonna go for that.
No, I don't think so.
They're not gonna go for that.
They're not gonna go anywhere.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. I think Masai Ujiri is this time he's gonna get burned with his greed. I think that he thinks that he's gonna fleece the market like Danny Ainge did with that Gobert BS, and I think he's gonna be left holding the bag. He's gonna be left wanting to trade guys, but nobody was willing to pay the price.
You know what? You know one thought that I had in my head that I'm thinking it could be this. I think every owner is holding back trading all their assets for players because they want the market to reset. They want that Rudy Gobert trade to not play a factor anymore.
Well, you mean the buyers? Absolutely.
Every single owner that's willing to to get players, they're like, we're gonna be so hell bent on not giving away anything until everything is reset. So if some owner goes, okay, cool, okay, OG Anunoby, just give me a player and give me 2 picks. That's it. Second round and the first round. Like the value of them too. It's like, all right, I don't need to trade all that now. Now that resets everything to where it should have some regularity to it. Because Rudy Gobert is not worth like 4 picks and like 4 players. Like, really? For a one-dimensional guy, you're gonna trade that much? Yeah.
Got bamboozled.
And now you see Minnesota. How's that working?
They're looking to trade. I heard they was looking to trade Big Cat.
Yeah, man. It's looking bad.
You trade for Gobert, you're gonna trade like that doesn't make any sense to me. That's like, we made a mistake, we got to burn it to the ground and start over.
Yeah, and Minnesota messed everything up for everybody else that wants to do a trade.
That's just hard.
Because if Rudy Gobert got the appropriate trade that he's supposed to deserve, like, I'll give you another key star player, not like all-star, but key star, and like 2, maybe 3 picks, maybe a second round, and maybe 2 first. You give him 4 unprotected. You give him like 2 unprotected, 2 protected. I forgot what the whole deal was, but it's 4 picks, first rounders. And you're giving them 4 players like Malik Beasley, Vanderbilt, all the, like, oh my God, dude, like, what the fuck is going on? Like, and now Donovan Mitchell was worth the whole haul too with that. So it's like, it's crazy.
Everybody's looking to fleece somebody.
Yeah, so it's just known now.
I would just not do anything. Listen, I'm always crying. I'm always moaning about, don't make any bad deals. Don't sign any bad contracts. Especially with my team. I don't need to say, it's on my chest.
Yeah.
So you can't do that. It sets you back. It puts you in purgatory forever.
It does.
You know, you're not gonna win. You're not gonna be in the lottery. You're gonna be mediocre, smack in the first round, and that's that.
Yeah, it's true.
So what are we doing? It gets me mad when I hear teams talking about they're gonna do it. No, you're in purgatory. You're better off being in hell than purgatory.
So what team do you think right now should be buyers? Right now. Be aggressive, or else they'll like lose a player, lose a star.
I know you don't want to hear it, but you know that for my team, I gotta go first. I would trade RJ Barrett, Cam Reddish, quickly for Devin Booker and whatever fucking picks they want. Now, I mean, not whatever, but, you know, within reason. I'll give you 2 unprotected and 2 protected first-round picks of the ones that I have accumulated over this whole time.
Yeah, but, you know, Devin Booker's not available on a trade block.
No, I know, but I will make that offer.
Yeah, but because,
listen, Phoenix is en route to purgatory.
Yeah,
they're not gonna win no chip, and they're not gonna be good enough to get in the draft lottery. So at least if you got younger players, maybe you can develop them, because Quickly hasn't been fully developed. Obi, that's like a present. You don't know what you're gonna get. It could be good, could be bad, but let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Or if not Obi, give him Cam. Maybe you could bring out the best in Cam, because Cam, I think, listen, what he is what he is.
Cam Reddish, you're talking about,
Cam
right?
Reddish, yes.
Yeah.
But he has potential.
Yeah.
We haven't seen anybody give him enough time to see, okay, this guy's not the guy, or this guy is the guy. You got to let guys play. Mm-hmm. Perfect example, Brooklyn Nets.
Cam Thomas,
god damn. He's like, oh, Kyrie gone? He's like, yeah, baby, more for me.
First player since Allen Iverson to have 3 straight 40-point games.
Well, and they're a fishing game. It's not like
he's shooting bad. That's
he's
what I'm saying.
shooting well.
Everybody else just bums.
Oh, right now I want to cry.
Because the Knicks probably could have got him.
Listen, I don't even know what Cam. I know where this Cam came from. Cam Thomas, but kudos to the Nets for finding a diamond in the rough. Yeah. This guy looked like he for real. This don't look like it's a fluke. Now, mind you, I'm not saying he's gonna be a 40-point scorer. Let's not get ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I think the guy could definitely be a 25-point-a-game scorer. So consistently over a season.
All right. So now with that, Phoenix, obviously, like you said, what you said, they should be aggressive.
Because they need to do something. Chris Paul is washed. They don't have a good backup point guard. This guy's not a real point guard. I'm sorry. He's a hybrid type of guard. He's not a true point guard.
Oh, Cameron Payne?
Yeah. So they need to get another point guard or floor general. I just feel like they're in purgatory. They're headed to a purgatory. Booker is great. I love Booker. I love his game. But he's not going to lift them to the title.
Yeah.
They had their window. It's closed now. So once your window is closed, for me, if I'm in charge of a team, I am burning it to the ground and starting over. Okay. I do not want to be in purgatory. I'd rather be in hell, suck for 2 or 3 years, get that gem that I can build around, and then go from there. But if you don't have that diamond, you're not winning nothing. You don't even pretend you're going to build something if you don't have the diamond. You have to have the diamond first. I get tired of these people that build a roster and then think they're going to get a star with free agency. Number one, nowadays it costs too much. For the player, he could get the bigger money staying. So you're going to have to probably do a sign and trade, which is going to gut you. And then if you don't win, you're effed the whole rest of the way. So for me, to properly build the team, got to get the diamond first. Either through a slick trade where you get them young or through the draft. If not, you're wasting your time.
So with Cam Thomas, with that, right? With, Devin Booker, I think also, like, Suns will do anything in the offseason or even this trade deadline. I think he'll be done. But with Cam Thomas, do you think with his emergence right now recently, with the Nets still trying to be aggressive in the trade block, do you think that they can use Cam Thomas to get a guy here?
Get Devin Booker?
No, not Devin Booker. Say just to get any guy that's available in the trade market, like a Siakam.
The Nets trying to get, or
the Nets trying to get. No, the Nets. No, Phoenix is done. We already said.
Well, listen, I'll be honest with you right now. If they're looking just to get like assets or whatever, but I wouldn't. I'll be honest with you. I'm intrigued. I would probably try to build a team around Cam Thomas. I mean, at least I will have. At least for me, for my curiosity, I would have to see the rest of the season play out and see, how which way is he going, do they figure him out or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
But if he keeps going at this pace, that's my new star. This is what I mean. This is what a team needs. They need to find that diamond in the rough that maybe nobody drafted Cam Thomas think he's going to be a star. Mm-hmm. Right now, I'm not going to deny he looking like a potential star. So, I mean, not there yet. Very small sample size, but it's not easy to score 43 games in a row. To me, that suggests there's something there.
And he did that against a fully stacked Clippers team, healthy.
Took Kawhi, Paul George. So to me, like I said, even if it wasn't against Kawhi and Paul George, but considering that it was, and it's 3 games that he's done in a row already, 40 plus. I think there's something there.
So
I think there's something.
So you wouldn't trade that kid. You wouldn't use him to get somebody else.
No, that's one of that. Like I said, that's one of the dudes where I'm like, oh shit, look at what fell into my lap. I'm gonna build around this.
Okay. So especially with a new coach that they have, he's probably gonna be like, listen, he's gonna.
Yeah, if I'm that coach, I'm gonna go hell to the no.
And then KD can.
And I just love it because they traded Kyrie, and then this dude just emerges out of nowhere. So if I'm KD, you love ball. This guy's balling. And he's going to be balling next to you. Yeah. Plus, you're going to get Dinwiddie back, which is a good floor general. Plus, another good 3-and-D guy. I'll be honest with you, I think the Nets got better.
Okay.
I think the Nets inadvertently got better because one of their guys rose, and now you got 2 more pieces coming in that in the overall scheme of things, I think helps you compete better.
Now,
let's not forget about You take away all the drama that homeboy brings to the team. Now you can just concentrate on basketball.
Yeah. I think one player in particular, I don't know what's going to happen with Ben Simmons. I don't know what's going to happen to that dude.
I just want to have it recorded. What was I about that guy years ago?
Yeah.
How long have I was telling you?
That's
I don't know why.
Contract. That's a bad contract.
I'm like, why are these people talking about this guy like he's a star? Remember? I was telling, I said, why? It used to piss me off. Like, why are they talking about this guy like he's a star? I don't see it. I don't see it. What's a star? Because he rebounds and runs the floor well? I mean, listen, I'm sorry. Call me old school. I believe in real standards. I don't live in fantasy land. And I didn't see anything tangible that told me this guy is a superstar. Yeah. I was arguing to you all the time. You were feeding into it. No, but I kept telling you, no, he is not. No, he is not.
I never said he was a superstar. I said he has a potential. He has a shot.
I said
if he has a jump shot.
I told you, no, he doesn't.
Yeah.
Because I told you, and what did I tell you specifically? He don't work on his game in the offseason. He will come back the next season, and I will tell you.
The same player.
He didn't work on his game. See? He ain't work on his game.
Same player.
Same game, 4 years. If your game haven't changed in 4 years, number one, you hit your ceiling. Or number two, you don't work on your game at all. That's it. That's the only logical conclusion.
Last thing to say
that
about
Dr. Spock could come up with.
The last thing I'll say about Ben Simmons is that after this contract, you're probably gonna get like 15 mil, maybe 10. They may not want you on the team because you don't work on your game.
10 if he's healthy.
So here we go. We're gonna go rapid fire with certain teams. Obviously, Philly, Boston, Bucks. I think the Bucks could be buyers for some guy.
They could if it's the right.
They want to get Cam Reddish, but I don't know what the Knicks are asking for. All right, so
listen, you give me what's the crazy one that's not right in his head? I always forget his name.
What do you mean not right in his head? You talking about?
On the Bucks.
Oh, Grayson Allen.
Grayson Allen.
Well, they were talking about it and it didn't happen.
I would do it.
I don't know what the Knicks asking for.
Listen, I'll tell you what I would do. That might be giving a lot for him because he's not that all bad. I was gonna say give you Cam Reddish and Deuce.
I'll give you Deuce. Backup guard.
I wouldn't go in.
I'm not giving you Cam and Derrick Rose. Yeah, they ain't backup guard. Why not?
You know what? You're right. They're title contending. That's
what I'm saying.
That definitely fits.
You got that bona fide small forward that can help out, that plays defense, and he wants to flourish. So let's see.
No, you're right. And then you could give this guy a break at the point of Holiday.
Yeah,
and you know, D Rose is not a slouch. He's gonna give you something.
Yeah,
I mean, as long as and you know,
stays healthy.
Budenholzer ain't gonna play him 35, 40 minutes if he's having a good game. So you know, it's gonna be all right.
Hey, so Bucks should be buyers.
Yeah, I believe so.
For small pieces. All right, so Cleveland. You don't think Cleveland needs? I think Cleveland needs a forward. They have Donovan, Darius. You know, they took Kevin. They took Kevin Love out the rotation now.
Yeah, he comes off the bench.
No, I think they just took him out the rotation. I was hearing that he was out the rotation.
Wow.
I think because he's such a defensive liability, they're like, yo, dude, this ain't worth it. I saw it on Bleacher Report. I was like, they took him out the rotation.
Well, I feel bad.
I don't watch that much Cavalier games since I see, but if that's actually true, then that's pretty crazy. But they need a forward. They need a small forward. That Okoro dude and all that, he's trash. He's not that good. If they can get like a dude like Cam Reddish or somebody that can offset that, that'd be awesome. Let's see. All right, so we got Cleveland, Miami. Okay, Miami's buyers, but they don't have assets. The only asset they really have, but they want to keep him, is Tyler Hero. It's Tyler Hero.
Well, Jimmy Butler's an asset.
They want to keep Jimmy Butler.
Obviously.
That's what I'm saying.
That's their best asset.
But he's not an asset if you're not going to trade him. Like, I'm talking about assets that
that they're willing to move.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. But I don't think they're willing to move Tyler Hero either. But I think a guy that you can, because you can't move Jimmy Butler unless you try to give it to a contender. But you're trying to contend with him. That's what I'm thinking.
I think Miami's stuck.
Yeah, I think they gotta let these contracts ride out and then
Miami's stuck.
Build around Bam, and that's it. Build around Bam and Tyler.
Miami is in what you call contract purgatory.
Yeah.
A lot of bad contracts. Maybe overpaid some players that wasn't worth that money just to not let them go. Me, I let you go if you're not the guy. If you're not the guy, I'm not going to buy.
They had their chances too, and it's like, you can't do it now. They almost did it last year.
Right now, my team, Slow J. That's a good contract?
We're not going to get into that.
Who wants? No, I'm just saying. No,
not a good
I'm not gonna go on a whole
Extension.
tirade about my team. I'm just asking a simple question.
Yeah, it's not good.
Bad contract.
Yeah. I don't think it's great.
48.
30 mil.
Bad contract. I'm not gonna go on a rant on my team. They're easy examples because it's my team, right? When you do things like that, you set your team back. You put yourself in contract purgatory, where you have these assets that are not assets. An asset is something that somebody else wants. You know, I know in America, we like to change the meaning of words, and words don't matter, but they actually really do.
Yeah, but that, I think with them, there's
It's
something.
not an asset. If nobody wants them, how is that an asset? An asset is something that's valuable, that has tangible value. Asset. Learn the meaning of words, people. And none of the contracts that I just mentioned are an asset. So, should they have signed them? No! Listen, people, sometimes you're better off not having anything and waiting for what you want. Right? You want that banging ass shirt that you know that's gonna go good with this, and this jacket is gonna go good. But now you settle for another shirt that because it's cheaper, but it's not the one you really want.
That's true.
Guess what?
A lot of people do that.
Guess what? That shirt staying in the closet.
That's a fact.
And
you start wearing it.
And you wasted your goddamn money.
Yeah, because you
And
wear it.
this is
You're like,
what you gotta not do.
you wear it. You're like, damn, what the fuck, man? I don't know why the fuck I bought this shit.
Because it was cheaper. Do you like it? Do you wear it? So you threw away your money.
Yeah. So, that's what the Heat are going
So
through.
that's the way you gotta look at players. Is he the guy? Do I love this guy? Do I want to wear him on Friday night when I go out looking for women? Or we're looking for whatever I'm looking for? And if it's not, then you don't sign him. Because he's not an asset.
Okay.
Or you make a reasonable offer. Like, you're good, but you're not worth that. I'll give you this. And if they take what's then considered, it will be an asset contract, meaning they're not great, but they're getting paid what they're really worth, so you can still move them for the team that needs that.
So honestly, you think a lot of teams are now stuck with like certain
Yes,
contracts
they're overvaluing players. I hate this premise in the NBA. Listen, I want everybody to get paid. But I don't like it when scrubs get paid at the expense of not getting the players that really deserve it. And that happens a lot in the NBA.
You see in the trade, like they want to trade Chris Paul. Chris Paul worth like 30 fucking mil. And it's like, you can't even trade
Chris
him.
Paul ain't worth 30 mil. And that's what I mean. That's not an asset. So when you do smart signings, they are truly assets because either they're going to work for you or you can move them because their contract is reflective of their actual value.
Yeah.
Now, this in the context, obviously, of a salary cap. You know, I wish there wasn't a salary cap because then guys could get paid what they're actually worth. Because some guys is overpaid, some guys is underpaid. Guys like LeBron, underpaid.
Yeah, if it was LeBron getting 65
I
mil
would
there.
say KD is underpaid, but he's not on the court enough for me to say that. But all right, talent-wise, yeah, he should get more than that. KD is that good.
Okay. All right, let's move on here with that. So now we got the Heat. The Knicks should be buyers. Buyers in a way where they can like just get rid of certain contracts. They're like, all right, I'll get this
The
player.
Knicks should be sellers.
You think so?
Try to get rid of those bad contracts. You got to attach, like I said.
It's like they're buying and selling at the same time. Like you're buying somebody, but you're selling
but
somebody.
this is what happens with the merry-go-round of teams, and they get stuck in that same area where they're in purgatory, not able to suck enough to get a lottery pick, and never going to be good enough to really contend. So why do that to yourself? Now, mind you, you're going to go through a period like that sometimes for a couple of years, sometimes okay. But when you've been stuck in there for decades or a decade, it's time for you to change course.
So then,
And just say burn it to the ground. Especially when you see a draft like this one coming up.
Yeah.
It's a deep draft. So this is the kind of draft where you want to get those draft assets and try to get as many picks close to that top. Because if it's a deep draft and you get 2 picks in the top 10,
I think that's what
if you know how to scout and you got a good talent evaluation team, which is so very important to franchises. I think a lot of franchises are not wasting their resources properly. Scouting, you got guys playing in Europe. You got to invest in your scouts. I will have a scout in Europe all year. Scouting players, trying to find that hidden gem that nobody sees. Because people play, basketball is becoming a more international sport. So, you got to, just like they go to the Dominican to find the best baseball players. Got to search the world for the best basketball.
Yeah, I think
at least have scouts out there.
I think that's what a lot of teams are doing. Like they're holding back because
they're not investing the money they need to really find those guys.
Beg to differ. I think scouts are doing the thing. I think more players are getting better over in the EuroLeague, but still the EuroLeague is still.
No, I'm just saying have scouts looking everywhere because listen, team like the Nets, Cam Thomas. They obviously did their homework and said, you know what, this guy got some potential.
Nah, he's got to develop him, right? But usually you have to pay more on development more than anything, A lot of players come in looking good, but you don't have the right development.
Yeah, but you're not paying them when you bring them in. That's the whole point. It's very low risk, high reward. That's the area you want to be operating in. Yeah. Now, high risk, high reward is when you have a team that's very close to the chip. And you're like, damn, I know in the long run, this is not a great move. But if I do it, I'm going to win the championship. Then you wait. Or now if you're a team that wins a lot of chips, maybe it's better for you to say, I'll say the hell with this now, even though I can maybe win one. Because I know if I don't do this move, I'm going to be set up to really have a contender for the next blah, blah, blah.
Well, then you do that to set up for a contender, and you also do it to, probably keep a player because if you still have him or you have somebody else still, if you don't build around them, they're going to leave. So that goes to the trade that I definitely want to talk about. But let's get this rapid fire going because we're going too long.
Go.
So Knicks should be buyers and sellers at the same time. Hawks, I don't know. They should sell, of course. But I think Trae Young I don't know. He's confusing to me. But what do you think? You think buyer or seller for the Hawks? I don't know. They're so mid.
That's such a tough one. I don't even. They could be either or. They could be a seller or a buyer.
Yeah, so we go with both. Knicks and Hawks, both.
Because, they got some bad contracts too.
John Collins. Yes, that's not a great contract.
John Collins. Very limited player.
Yeah.
Had a good run. This is what teams got to fight against. Not getting caught up in the moment and over-evaluating players. You got to evaluate what your eyes tell you.
You're going to go on a tangent, so let's continue. Yeah. Chicago Bulls. Buyers or sellers?
I think they should be sellers.
Sellers all the way. I think Lonzo Ball.
I think that team.
Just too injury prone.
Yeah. It killed the dream. Lonzo Ball getting hurt killed the dream. Their window already went.
Yeah, I think that team. And I think all the other teams.
He's not going to be. He's probably never going to be 100% healthy.
Yeah.
So.
What about the Pacers?
Damn.
They're like 5 games under 500 now. I think you should just sell. I don't know why you keep him out.
I think they're gonna try to sell Duarte, but I don't know if anybody's gonna buy.
Yeah. I think Buddy Hield, they should. I don't know. I don't think they're gonna be that good, so I think they should sell. I think Buddy Hield should be gone. I think Miles Turner should be gone.
But I don't know if they're that bad that if you sell everything off, you're gonna be in the sweepstakes.
Who knows?
So
all right. So let's see. Nuggets. I think Nuggets. They're trying to get Cam Reddish.
They're probably gonna try to make a little minimal move.
They're trying to get Cam Reddish. I heard. So that'd be cool. They could get a small backup small forward.
Well, what the hell am I gonna get?
I don't know what you're gonna get. So actually, I really don't know. Second place. Who the hell's in second place right now? My God, so many bouncy. Oh, Memphis. I think Memphis is second place. don't know. I think Memphis needs a small forward. I
Yeah.
think OG Anunoby's probably the guy that could be like, yo, that will take us.
Oh, yeah. If they
I'll give up picks because you got Ja, Desmond Bain, and you get OG. I think that sets you.
But how much are those picks really worth? Because they're not gonna stink.
No, that's the thing.
I mean, I would accept 3 picks like 10 years in the future, maybe if they stink.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? If you're not getting a lottery pick, trading a superstar for draft picks is kind of boneheaded.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Trade you my star. You become good. Now I have your draft pick. Yeah, the 30th pick in the draft.
Yeah.
You just won the chip. Yeah.
That's the thing that I don't expect from them. You got who else right now? Sacramento. I think they should stand packed. I think the team they got is good.
Yeah, let that marinate a little bit.
You know that I think they're the number
just
one.
got that together, and they've been playing well. So
Let's say stand put.
let that
Clippers.
marinate.
I think the Clippers should be buyers, right?
Now they're gonna be biased. They're gonna try to buy. I don't know what they got to buy. Do they have money to buy? It's like you go to the store, you got 5 cents. What you gonna get for a nickel?
I think they're trying to trade John Wall to get some type of quintessential point guard that's good enough.
John Wall.
It kind of sucks, he's injury prone.
Yeah, that's what it is, man. That's what it is. It's just these.
We already said Phoenix
Ugh.
should be sellers.
It really sucks so much when you give a guy a big contract and then he's not healthy, man. It's just
Sucks for him.
Destroys your team.
Your man
Don't
told
suck for him. He's still getting paid.
No, when
I mean, it sucks for him because listen,
if you're a basketball
I'm
guy,
a competitor. I'm gonna want to compete.
exactly.
I don't want to
you
just
should.
get paid for doing nothing. I want to go out there and ball.
So honestly, it does mess with your mental.
Well, a little bit, but listen, I'll be a lot easier when I got millions to fall back on. Okay?
Yeah, but you know how people say. So there's a lot of rich people out there. That's
No, listen, money
really not
can't buy
happy.
happiness.
So it's like, you know what I'm saying. You play the sport. You're competitive. You want to be on the court, and I think he's upset that he can't be on the court because he'd be injured.
Yeah, I'm sure that's upsetting.
Dallas. We're gonna talk about that.
No
trade.
doubt, it sucks. You want to ball.
I'm gonna skip Dallas because we're gonna talk about the Dallas trade. That was the biggest.
Oh, they
one.
already made a trade, so I don't think they're gonna make any more moves. I mean, I'm sure they're buyers.
They're shopping JaVale McGee. So they're gonna. They're trying to get.
They need a JaVale McGee. Though.
No, I think they're trying to get somebody more useful for them. I'm telling you. I think my team's gonna do it. Golden State. Should Golden State be buyers or sellers?
That's a toughie. They should be sellers if they're trying to get KD. Well, that would be a buyer. Yes. Yeah. Listen.
That's an off-season thing.
I'm gonna just break it down. I think they might try to make a move for Kevin Durant.
In off-season? Well, we're not now.
Maybe even by tomorrow.
Oh, that'd be crazy if they can.
Well, I don't think the Nets are gonna go. The bottom line is
The Nets already announced that they're not.
I don't think the Nets are gonna move KD.
No. They
Maybe in the off season, and somebody gonna have to come with some ridiculous stuff.
I think the Celtics can do it with Jaylen Brown. I think they can do it if they want to.
Oh, they'll do it for Jaylen Brown. That's the only trade I see them.
They want to stay relevant.
Yeah, no, that's the only trade that I see happening that they will go for.
All right.
Jaylen Brown for KD, and I guess if Boston throws a pick, future pick or whatever in there, they definitely will go for it.
Okay.
I would go for it. Especially if KD's gonna be all disgruntled, which, I'm not gonna go on a tangent.
Yeah.
But
I'm
gonna just go on a quick one. Goddamn. Nobody agreed to Kevin Durant. The Nets are bent over backwards to acquiesce to everything this man has wanted. He should not want out. But if he does, then to me that's a reflection on his character.
Okay.
They did everything for you.
Yeah.
They brought in how many guys, traded picks, whatever, to make you happy. They brought in your boy who destroyed it all, who they didn't want on your say so.
That's true.
So how dare you or any of your people go out there on the media and try to talk about like you've been aggrieved. Like, oh, now they should move you because they did you wrong. I would like to know how they did you wrong.
No, I don't think
I want you to articulate if you believe that's the case, Kevin Durant.
Yeah, they never did. I think he just wants to win so badly so quickly now that his career is.
Then why the fuck did you hook up with Kyrie? Well, that statement makes no sense to me.
Who expected Kyrie? Well, not who expected, but damn, Kyrie did mess everything up for that. Because him and KD
He bought
can win
into
you.
Kyrie because he did a nice little secret handshake and oh yeah, we're brothers. And his brother stabbed him in the back.
Kind of crazy. Next team, Pelicans. I don't think they should sell. I think they're good.
Yeah, they got
The only person
they gotta get healthy.
The only person I think that they should consider selling, because to be honest, I don't think he's that good.
Who?
I think CJ McCollum's the guy that they should sell.
Oh, listen.
I don't think he takes him over the top.
Yeah, look, absolutely. I think that if somebody overvalues CJ, they should definitely sell high.
Get somebody better.
You know what I always say? Sell high. When everybody's looking at you, do like, oh, but you know him, and you know, now's the time.
Yeah, I think
Now's the time. Don't wait. Don't wait for the value to go down.
it's true.
Usually that's the only way to go. Usually, once they hit that peak, you're thinking about selling it, you better sell it.
Minnesota, I don't know what they're gonna do.
Wow, that's a disaster.
Because they don't want to trade D'Angelo Russell. He's been balling for them. I think Towns might be the odd man out. I think they'll keep Russell. I think they'll keep Edwards because that's their future. And Towns is going to be the one asked out. Because they know damn well nobody's going to want Rudy Gobert. So the only big asset they have to trade if he's unhappy is Karl-Anthony Towns.
Oh, wow.
But that's if when he comes back and they play well. If they play well, they've been holding it down without him. Let's see what happens.
Fournier, Quickly, Cam.
Ew, no, that's not going to work with them. What the hell for? What if it's gonna be off the bench and shit? You're gonna get Malik Beasley and all that.
Give me the big cat, baby.
Got you. No, not Malik Beasley. Like, I forgot who plays the bench for them.
I don't know who they were actually. Yeah, that'd be a tough one. But
Utah. Think Utah should be buyers and sellers? It's so weird with Utah because no way expected them to be good.
I'm surprised.
Sorry, marketing.
Listen, I think that Utah, as far as Danny Ainge is concerned, have been sellers.
Yeah.
But I don't think nobody gonna pay that price. Nobody gonna get bamboozled. They already know. No, Danny, we saw what you did.
Exactly.
We're not going for that.
It was
and
funny.
as soon as Daddy opens his mouth with the crazy talk, they're like, "Hey, I'm out."
You know what's so funny? The fact that you say that, and I know you probably haven't looked on the internet, but NBA Central, which is a very reputable source in their social media, for like trade talks or anything like that, they said what's going on around the league is that Andy's been asking for too damn much.
They just like, yo, homie, yes.
Hey, you saying it right now?
I gotta let you go. Quick.
It's like, nah, you good, man. Like, I'm tired of this shit. So yeah,
listen, that Rudy Gobert shit only happens once in a lifetime. That was. Be glad you robbed the bank. Be glad you got away with it.
Yeah.
But you can't keep robbing banks because they got extra security now.
Yeah. OKC is a up and coming team. They ain't gonna survive stuff.
Why would they?
Unless they trying to get a star.
But the thing is with OKC, the sad part is that Shai Gilgeous is way ahead of where the rest of the team is going.
Yo, that's the thing, man.
So
he's carrying that team.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Josh Giddey too is pretty good.
I will have to get a shitload. I will trade Shai Gilgeous in the offseason for somebody that's going to be picking near the top of the draft. And then for him, I try to get 2 picks in that top 10.
So what you're saying is you kind of feel bad that he's so ahead.
Yeah, because what you're going to be able to put around him, and then eventually he's going to be like, yo, I'm going to be out.
You went with.
Although, like I said, this is what makes it hard in the NBA. He could get the biggest contract, so they'll do a signing trade. I'm so sick of that. To me, the max salary should just be the max salary. You play this amount of years, whether you're a free agent, whatever. I don't want to hear if you stay with this team, you could get more money. I'm done with that. I really am. Because you know what happened? They did that to what? Help teams keep their players. That's how.
Players gonna go where they want to go.
Exactly. So it ain't doing. All it's doing is effing the team, because now you got to do a sign and trade that you really didn't want to do, and you got to take stuff that you probably didn't want because I can't lose the player for nothing. No, leave them for nothing. See who else is gonna pay him.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I would do. Listen, people say, that's stupid. You're gonna let him go for nothing. Yeah. If the move that you say that I have to do is gonna set my team building back, I'm not going to do it.
Okay. So, With Shea Gilgeous Alexander, I think he's like so ahead of them right
I
now.
would sell for extremely high. It'd have to be you gotta blow him
the
away.
main thing that I think he's hopeful for is to see Chet play. And if Chet ends up being that stud,
he's in his what, 3rd year?
Shea, I think it's year 4.
Yeah. You know you got.
He already signed. I think he already signed an extension with him too.
Oh, he did.
I think they did. I think
he did.
I think he did. I'll look it up.
That's the only smart team that. That's the only smart thing that my team was trying to do was to get that guy.
Yeah, but he's worth a lot.
That guy is.
He's a monster.
He's like skinny, strong, kind of like
6'6", big, dark,
like Ingram, like Brandon Ingram. Bi, he's skinny, but he's skinny strong. He like that wiry strong. Cause I see him when he going up. He put his body on people and still finishing. That tells me you strong.
Yeah. KD the same way.
And I love
Can he do? So like, but that's,
imagine that dude in New York.
Oh, Shea Gilgeous. Oh yeah, be over.
Shea Gilgeous. Oh, I give props to my bum ass team. They did try to get him.
They just worked too much. Hey, Sam Presti want everything for you.
Yeah, but they should have did it earlier. Whether they could have got him. Is that right? Because he wasn't balling like this. But the Knicks try to be, we want to give a 10 minutes jab capital. Listen, this is what I always say. You know me, I say it all the time.
It's the guy.
And you gotta buy. If he's not the guy, you don't buy. So, if he's not the guy, you sell high. If he's the guy, you gotta buy.
You gotta buy.
So, and that dude, if I would have, like I said, I don't know what they were thinking. But my philosophy is, if you convince me you're that dude, I'm gonna do whatever I can within reason that helps me still build what I want to build.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do everything I can to get the guy.
Yeah, like with him, like it's gonna be a very. I think a lot of teams are watching that situation, like how he's gonna react, how's Chet gonna come? Is he gonna be the guy where they look at? Cause I'm not expecting Chet to blow the hell up and drop 25 and 10. I'm expecting him to look like Shea. It looks like Shea can be confident and be like, yo, this guy's gonna be good.
Yeah,
and you know what? Me and him's gonna be unstoppable. So
that could definitely help, man.
So let's see what happens though. Now there's one team.
That's why it makes me so sad that Chet just got hurt right out the gate.
Yeah, man, it sucked. But with one team in particular that has a star,
hopefully he stays healthy.
That has a star that can take so many teams over the freaking top right now. But he's too loyal to that team. You know who the hell I'm talking about. He's so loyal to this team that I want him traded. Everybody wants him traded.
Same time.
Because he feels like this man is cooking. He's dropping 60 bombs, 50 bombs, 40s. He's doing everything. They get players and they still can't pan out.
I think it's just their roster construction. It's not to optimize everything.
Yeah, dude.
You know, because why aren't they more successful?
I don't get it.
Because what's the kid from the draft I was just talking about yesterday?
Shaden Sharp?
Shaden Sharp. Plus Anthony Simons. I mean,
I think they have to go young.
I think personally they should get rid of Dame because I think by the time those dudes are ready, he's gonna be already on the tail end.
And I think that they should sit him down honestly and be like, yo, look, man, we're trying. We just can't get people here right now. We get
the market with Rudy Gobert.
We're getting Jeremy Grant here.
The market.
Yeah, no, not even that. We're getting Jeremy Grant, and he's not taking us there with you. It's like we gotta let you go. I think it'll be so hard for him to do it because he wants to stay and win by himself, basically. You're not by himself, but at least him being the guy. And it's like, yo, dude, it's like we just don't have a good enough players to build around you.
But they put some good players. To me, what are they in the West right now?
With him and CJ, what was it? It was too small of a backcourt. They dominated with scoring, but they couldn't defend. You got him and Anthony Simons, still can't defend well.
I think that's the problem.
Nurkic is not a good.
They have a
good
big man who doesn't defend. Decent offensively, not even. Nurkic is really.
That's what I'm saying. He's not even that great. You put him with Embiid or Giannis. You're winning chips. You can't stop that too. James Harden, you can take out James Harden. You give him Dame time.
Check this out. How about Tyrese Maxey?
Sorry, guys. Huh?
Now that's a good one, right? Tyrese Maxey for Dame time.
Well, I don't think it's straight up.
Well, maybe Philly got to throw in a pick or two, but You shouldn't have to throw in too much more. Maxi's just like about that dude. And you're getting a younger guy that could grow with Shaden Sharp and Anthony Simons.
But then you'll also be at a defensive liability again.
Yeah, but then on this draft, you need to concentrate on getting a defensive guy like Jeremy Socon or something like that in the draft. You don't have to be the top of the draft to get a great defensive player.
Okay.
Those are not usually the first guys that go off the top. It's usually the star flashy scorers that go at the top of the draft.
What I would do
if you could get near that top 10 and get like a big that's great defensively, that could work within the flow of the offense, meaning you could run pick and roll, you could dunk, whatever, run the floor well. That's all you need.
What I would do is,
because Nurkic ain't the guy.
If I'm Milwaukee, I'll give you Drew, I'll give you Chris and Drew, fam. Straight up. And I'll try to get other players. Oh, yeah, Dame Time and Giannis. That would be the most unstoppable duo in the game.
You give them Drew and Middleton?
Yeah.
I gotta get something back though.
Oh yeah.
I'm losing a lot on
I'll get Dame Time and somebody else that can help out. It's just you get Dame Time.
You gotta give me somebody on D. Yeah, but that's not gonna work because then they're not gonna D nobody. If you're gonna D up,
what? With Drew Holiday, listen.
You're losing one of the best defenders,
but you're
losing another good wing defender. And Middleton,
injury prone, not available.
Still good wing defender.
I know, but if you could get guys like,
he was available, they won.
Listen, if Milwaukee gets like,
they won.
Remember, if you get guys like Cam Reddish, another guy like that, get another guy, offset that. Listen, Giannis and Dame just alone would just be amazing to watch. I think they'll be. Listen, I don't know what team will get them. You put them on the Clippers, unstoppable. You put them on any other team that has some stars in there, it's over. It's gonna be hard to like. It's gonna be hard. Like you put him on the Lakers. You put him with LeBron and AD. If AD healthy, oh my God.
What, Dame Time?
Yeah. Oh my God, that wouldn't be fair. But who knows who you'll have to support that cast? That's what it is. But I think we went through enough. The Lakers. Only thing I can say about the Lakers is this: if they don't make enough moves, LeBron's gonna stay there. But this is probably the one thing that the Lakers can benefit off of, which is the trade we'll talk about. We're going to talk about this briefly. I don't want to go too hard about this Kyrie thing. We all know about how he's off the court.
I already spent
I just want to know.
We're just
going to talk about literally how he fits within my team. Mavericks got him. They traded Dinwiddie, Finney-Smith, first rounder, 2 second rounders. I have no worry about that. That's not a lot. That's a cheap ass discount for a guy that's prime time. We're talking about his talent. Not talking about his off the court shit.
Only for half a season.
That's the risky thing about that. The Mavs had to make this thing go because they can't get anybody from free agency. And it's like how the Knicks struggle and how any other franchise that doesn't have a great reputation of gaining players or helping players out of free agency to come here to have a good time. And usually people like cities, and remember Texas is, let's say it's racist. Let's be honest, it's a racist state. It's a lot of rednecks, a lot of South people, you know, so it's like you gotta deal with that type of environment too. But there is a very high Mexican and black community there too. So and like Houston, you know what I'm saying? Like that's why people would rather go to Houston than go to Dallas. But that's all I have to say with that. But does he fit with Luka? It's the biggest thing that I question. But looking at LeBron and looking at KD, he blends well with ball dominant dudes. Regardless of what people want to say about LeBron, he's a willing passer, but he's like Luka. He needs that ball in his hands to facilitate. Not as a high of a percentage than Luka, but let's be honest, when LeBron was playing with the bum Cavaliers, he had the ball in his hands all the time.
He was the only guy.
The only guy. And that's how Luka feels. He's the only freaking guy on that team.
Well, now he's not the only guy, so...
Now let's see. That's the challenge that I see he's facing in playing this team.
And did you hear the comment that the Mark Cuban said about Kyrie?
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about.
I saw like a big text he had too. It was like...
Kyrie's the second best player on the team?
Yeah.
Now, while I agree that's true, I'm sure Kyrie doesn't agree. So, I'm just saying, you want to keep this guy. I don't know how his brain operates.
You think him saying that made him feel salty? Like, I ain't the best player on this team. Well, let's be honest.
The problem with Kyrie is that his opinion of himself is higher than anybody else's opinion of him.
Yeah, that's why him and LeBron didn't get along for those times. He wanted to be the man. But you play with KD, that's your boy. You know he better than you.
Listen, if it didn't work with KD, I don't know how it works with anybody else.
I don't know, man. I think he wants to save his NBA career. He got to just shut up and play.
They basically got to stagger the minutes for it to work. I
don't like to shut up and play, but with him, I feel like he just does too much to put so much media on him. He doesn't mind it because he obviously likes to talk about it. But I feel like if you're trying to save your reputation and get that contract just for this season, just shut up and ball out, bro.
He obviously thinking about that, but
I think when he gets signed, I hope he doesn't.
If you're just talking about it working for the Dallas Mavericks, they got to stagger the minutes.
Of course.
They have to
play Kyrie more the bench.
Yeah, they got to basically start them together. They can start and finish the game together. But they got to stagger the minutes because when Luka is on the floor, they have the best offense in the league. So you figure if you stagger their minutes, your offense won't fall off when Luka's off the floor.
Yeah.
You could get them more rest and then have them ready to finish the game. Now, I believe that you need to develop a late game strategy so that way you know the plays basically going to be running when you're trying to win a game at the end of the game. Because most NBA games are decided in the last 5 minutes. Usually there's a team within 10 points. And 10 points in this NBA in 5 minutes is nothing.
Yeah.
So let's see how they perform at the end of games. And like I said, have a plan. As a coach, have a plan. Okay. Their game situations, this is what we're going to be running. We're going to run this, we're going to run that, and let them know what their roles are. And then I think it can work. Good coaching could get a lot of things to work because a good coach is going to get players to buy in to his philosophy. Hopefully he has a good enough philosophy that the players could be like, oh, okay, that'll work. All right, I'm willing to try that. So I think it can work if the players buy in and the coach has a decent philosophy, because like I said, they're doing well as far as the scoring. The problem is when Luka's off the floor, they're getting killed. So if Kyrie could hold that off or stop that from happening now that he's there, being that when Luka goes to rest, he's going to be running the show, basically. Yeah. I think it can work because if you stagger the minutes, he's going to be in charge some of the time, and and then it's just a matter of let's figure this out at the end of the games and make sure we win.
Okay. What's interesting to me is how they distribute the ball at the end of games. I think that's the biggest thing that I'm very questionable about, because I know Luka wants the ball and I know Kyrie's clutch, he's clutch, and I just don't know how that blends very well. How they offset each other, because if Luka wants to take all the glory, does Kyrie mess with that? Does Kyrie or just Luka become willingly to it's very willed on himself. But I think that if he takes that energy of him isolating and just wanting to dominate the ball and tell Kyrie, yo, in the games, they double me, get open. You the man too. I feel like if he and Kyrie have that relationship,
they gotta get
we're both number one. But if we combine our skills together and mesh well, we could be the most unstoppable force in the NBA. Because offensively, they're both unguardable. One plays slow. And one plays slow, and he's very methodic on how he moves, and that's why he's unstoppable. And you got a guy that just counters everything because he's just worked on that. It's just like two unstoppable forces in the game. That's the same thing I felt with him and KD, and the same thing with him and Luka. I just feel like Luka could probably bring out more playmaking out of him too. Because since they're gonna stagger the minutes, if Luka can show him on the court, hey, when I'm on the court, I get everybody involved and I know how to make this team work. And if he could do the same thing when he's on the bench and he's controlling that unit now, dude, that's gonna be the best system ever.
I think it can work, but you gotta have buy-in from both of them.
Exactly, and the buy-in is difficult.
And that's the biggest hurdle.
Because you saw how
they're gonna buy in. If they don't, then personally, I mean, I hate to say this because I actually, I want your team to have success because I love you. But
should have brought my Maverick jersey.
But I think Kyrie is already gonna go try to play with LeBron. He's the only guy he's ever won anything.
It's the only thing I fear. Yeah, but I think it's a risk that Mark Cuban wants to take because he can't get nobody here. So he's like, listen, this is the only thing I got. I'm gonna try. And if I lose Luka out of this, I tried.
Yeah, well, the fan base can't get mad at him. He took a swing and he missed, But
yeah. So
I personally would have took a swing at somebody who's more emotionally reliable.
yeah.
I don't know which way this guy's gonna get up out of the bed. You know, you're gonna get up maybe thinking, who knows? You know.
Yeah, man, that's one of the craziest things. But let's see. So this is our discussion with the whole NBA trades, the LeBron breaking the record, Kyrie to Dallas. We don't know what's gonna happen.
I can't
Trades
wait
are
to see
still
what
going
happens.
on. Trades are still going on till Thursday. Hopefully, teams that are mediocre, they're trying to get to the top of the seed of the Eastern or the Western Conference. Who knows who's gonna do what? Buyers or sellers, whoever's gonna do. I think everybody is just so stuck because everybody's asking for so much that I'm like, you know what? We're gonna wait till the offseason to see how it plays out.
I can't wait for it to be over to see if do any deals get done, because, like I said, teams are just like, I just think they're ridiculous. Like, I want to rob you of everything and make sure you're never going to be successful.
For a mediocre star.
So for that, see you later.
Yeah. So I think teams are doing it. They're like, look, I ain't giving up everything for you. F that. So that's that. The last subject of matter, then we out of here, man. Super Bowl is coming up on Sunday. Eagles versus Mahomes.
Yeah.
Nah, let me stop. Eagles versus Chiefs. Mahomes is the man. Eagles are ranked first in offense, right? And I believe second in defense,
Yeah, they're
right?
winning two. No, not defense.
They're not second in
I
defense?
think they're like,
Or are they first in the pass rush?
no, okay.
Sure.
The Eagles are the number one best pass rushing team.
Okay, cool. So okay.
The Chiefs are the best pass defending team.
Wow.
So
Okay.
you got the best pass rush against the best line.
Okay.
So that's going to be great. Beautiful clash of the Titans. We're going to find out once and for all who's better.
Because I've been hearing so much that statistically that the Chiefs shouldn't be winning this game. People
Well,
think that it's just only because you have Mahomes.
If I got to be honest, the Eagles, the roster, I think it's a deeper, better roster. But the other team got Patrick Mahomes.
Okay.
Listen, I was watching something the other day, and I'm glad I'm not the only one. Somebody in the actual media saw it the way I saw it. Nick Wright. He was talking about that Super Bowl against Tom Brady. And he said the same shit that I told you. The dude made incredible, even as bad as his line was. He was under pressure the most out of any quarterback ever in the history of the game. Never been under pressure like that. He's running for his life on every play. And he's still throwing dimes. I mean, go back. Look at the dime when he was almost on the ground. His arm was literally 3 inches off the ground.
And he made
threw the ball 40 yards. Dime. Hit his receiver right in the goddamn face mask. Now, Mahomes is a better person than me. I'm taking a baseball bat to your freaking helmet after the game at minimum. Maybe to your head, but to your helmet for sure. Because I'm dying over here. And I threw it right there. As bad as it was, and as crazy as that game was, he had no protection. If dudes caught the ball, they would have been in the game. They would have been in the game. As much as the odds were stacked against them. Which brings me to my point. If the line protects them, I believe he's going to find a way to get it.
Oh, okay. Everybody loves Mahomes. And
my prediction is 31-28 Kansas City Chiefs.
All right. So main question right here. Is Mahomes under more pressure or is Hurts under more pressure?
I think Mahomes is, because this will cement his legacy, cement it as a dynasty, you know. But I'm sorry, two Super Bowls in 5 years in the NFL is kind of a dynasty, especially considering that they've been to the AFC Championship almost every game, almost every season. They've hosted it. They haven't gone to the Super Bowl, but they've hosted the AFC Championship 5 years in a row. You went to the Super Bowl 3 times. You win it twice. I think that will constitute the starting of a dynasty. Okay. Considering the man just is going to probably be playing another 10, 15 years.
So Mahomes under more pressure. So if he wins this Super Bowl,
There's pressure on both.
yeah, I know that.
But there's people like, Jalen Hurts ain't all that. Why, you know,
Yeah.
the haters. But I think Jalen Hurts is that dude. He's really good. He's no Patrick Mahomes, but he's really good. And I think he actually has the better team. But I think Hurts, he's I don't know if he's complaining about his shoulder to try to bamboozle people. But going by what my eyes has seen on the field, I haven't seen the few deep throws he tried to make. He was way inaccurate.
Yeah, he was overthrown a little bit too.
Where, excuse me, where earlier in the season he was on point with those bombs to I think it's T. Higgins or something.
Yeah.
So I think that his arm might be a little compromised, and if that's the case, then I definitely, like I said, 31-28. I expect it to still be a pretty close game.
AJ Brown.
Right, AJ Brown.
Yeah, it's
Right, Higgins.
Bengals, I think. Bengals.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah, that's right. He's the other receiver.
Yeah. AJ Brown.
Right.
Yeah. He threw that. He overthrew. I was like, oh shit! It was like right there.
Yeah, there was 2 passes in that game.
Yeah, I was like, oh.
They couldn't stop the run game, so it didn't really matter. But against the Kansas City Chiefs, I think it is going to matter. And like I said, I'm hoping for a close game because I hate blowouts, especially in the Super Bowl. And I just don't want nobody trashing Hurts either because I'm not an Eagles fan, but I like Jalen Hurts. I like the, to use an old term, the cut of his jib.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I like what he's made of. I like what he represents. Hard work, continued improvement. You know, never relinquish. I love his whole attitude. I love it. You know, I'm always talking about heart of a lion. That's the first thing I look for in any athlete because if you too pussy to fight back, then I'm sorry. I'm not going to defend you. I'm not going to back you up. You could be a punk, but I see you fighting that big guy and you swinging, I'm going to jump in for you. I see you just taking it like, oh, don't hit me. As much as I don't like to see that, I might not jump in because you're not fighting for yourself. Yeah. I can't fight for somebody that's not going to fight for themselves. And guys that don't have no heart, as soon as they get punched in the mouth, figuratively, you know, they fold. So, Jalen Hurts is not that dude. You could punch him in the mouth, he ain't going to fold. You're going to come back and swing.
It's going to be a close game, I think.
I think so, too, because like I said, the Eagles, they have a good defense. And their offense and their running game, if they get that running game going, because the Kansas City defense, they're not great against the run. They're okay. They're middle of the pack.
But against a dominant,
they got a lot of rookies too in the secondary. So I'm not so worried about that because, like I said, I think Jalen Hurts, his accuracy is compromised at this point, unless he shows me different in the Super Bowl. So that doesn't worry you as much, but what worries me is that they're gonna be able to run all over the Kansas City defense because they play keep away. You can't win the ball. You can't win the game if you never have the ball in your hands.
Yeah.
And they just play keep away. Because remember, what's great about running game in football is that I keep the ball away from you. You're sitting there waiting to get the ball, getting ice cold. Then my defense is fully rested. Now you go out there. All my defense has to do is go hard, try to stop you, and get the ball right back. Now how you gonna get hot when you just got the ball, 3 and out? Now you're back on the sideline again, getting colder. So a running game is very, very effective, especially in the playoffs. It's unfortunate a lot of teams that just get too crazy with the passing game because if you see when it comes to the playoffs, teams with good running games get far. So, like I said, if I could keep the ball from you, like you Tom Brady, you Patrick Mahomes, my whole purpose, don't minimize the times you have the fucking ball because you're dangerous when you have the ball. So if I have a run control offense that's eating up the clock, and like I said, I'm taking away the time you're going to have the ball, but not only that, since you're going through long stretches not touching the ball, you might get cold. If you just off on one pass, on a 3rd down pass, you just got to be off on one pass. Now it's 4th down. And if it's 3rd and 20, are you going to go for it 4th and 20? No, you're going to kick. Now that's another possession. You never get hot because you're constantly waiting to get the ball, and then when you get it, the defense is so rested that they're able to do stunts and whatever and take chances. So if they stop the running game, Kansas City's gonna walk right. Like, it's all good.
Okay.
But I don't think that's gonna happen.
It's gonna be a close one. It's gonna be a nail biter, I think. I think with like just seeing the thing with the Eagles, they had such an easy path to the Super Bowl.
Well, no, that's not true. Listen, the
49ers, come on.
49ers had a good defense.
Giants wasn't.
I'm gonna tell you what happened with the 49ers. And it's all related to Jalen Hurts. They're unable to commit. They can't commit because they know he can take off. So the linebackers are like semi-spying on him because, they run the ball. They're the best running team. He makes the running game better even when he's not running it, because just the threat of him opens up bigger holes for his running back. That's what makes him so lethal, because he's not the best runner. Lamar is probably a better runner as a quarterback or whatever, but he's really good. And he's very smart when he decides to run. So when they run them RPOs, he's freezing the linebacker. Every time he does this, waiting for the linebackers are frozen. They're like this in the backfield, waiting to see, does he hand it off or is he going to run? So that time that I had, that split second, is going to give me enough room for his running backs to have a bigger hole to go through, because they're waiting to see what he's going to do. So they can't attack the hole until they know what he's going to do. So once he hands it off, now they have to react. And by then, if you got good blockers, it's too late to hit the hole and stop the run play.
So you think Kansas City defense is going to struggle with that?
I would assume so. That's what they do. So that's what they're going to do. They're going to run the ball. That's who the Eagles are. You don't never change who you are if you're successful that way. That's like the most dumbest thing.
Of course.
You're a running team. Don't try to pass the ball 50 times. You're a running team.
Yeah.
So I think the Eagles are not going to overthink it. They're going to do what they do best. And hopefully Kansas City finds a way to at least stop it. They better stop it at least early.
If they don't, it's going to be easy.
It's just going to get worse. If I'm punching you and punching you and punching you, what's going to happen by the 100th time I punch you?
Yeah.
It might not even get to that, right? That's what I'm saying.
That's
what I'm saying. Yeah, you can't let them beat you up. You got to try to. If I'm the Kansas City defense, I'm trying to limit Jalen Hurts' possessions. I'm trying to get him out of there fast.
Okay.
Try to stop that run.
Yeah.
Stop it from ever getting going. And then on Patrick's side, little pass here. I don't want the big play.
Okay, so you think
I want to kill the clock.
You think Patrick? So the method Patrick Mahomes you think has to be short passes and just run the clock?
Well, that's what they've been doing the whole year.
No, I guess
they lost Tyreek. They don't got that deep bomb threat no more. I mean, they get him sometimes because somebody gets open and Patrick travels and he sees the guy, and but that's not the way their offense is designed. Last year was designed that way, not this year. Okay.
Well, so you think
31-28, it's going to be a close game.
31-28, I say 34-31.
That's why if I thought Patrick was just going to go ape shit, then I would have picked the highest score. But I think it's going to be a nip and tuck game, I think. But crazy things happen.
Last thing before we go, yes or no? If Patrick Mahomes wins this Super Bowl, is he on pace to be the greatest player to ever play the game?
Absolutely. I would say he's already better than Tom Brady. Not accomplishment-wise, but
pure talent.
Talent-wise, Tom Brady could have snipped his balls. I'm sorry.
Well,
Tom is great. I'm gonna tell you what Tom Brady was always great. Knowing what he can do.
He's smart.
He doesn't try to do shit that he can't do. Can't run. He's not trying to be Lamar Jackson.
You know that.
But what he is great at is analyzing the field. He is a floor. He's a field general. He sees it before it happens. He's like, why do you think he goes to line? Now he's seeing, they shifted. Now he already knows. I'll give him the edge cerebral because he's played longer, so he's probably seen more defenses. So I'll give him maybe a little bit of an edge on that.
That's an analyst. I think he'd be phenomenal because he probably knows the defense.
Sometimes smart people are not good analysts. I'm not saying he's not smart about football. I just don't know.
Who knows?
He might be great as an analyst.
Really good. Gotta give it to him.
I think Gronk would be great as an analyst. He has personality. He's funny. I think it would be what's going to happen is he's going to bring in Gronk. He's not going to be getting paid $30 million, and Gronk is going to be the star of the show. And Tom Brady needs to say, you know what? Cut my salary and give it to Gronk, and I'll be an asshole because he's going to carry you if you bring him on the show.
So
I love Tom Brady as a quarterback. If he was my quarterback, I would love him. But as far as that's what makes Tom Brady the best. He
read that defense.
It's like I always told you in baseball. You gotta visualize things before they happen. So when they happen, you're reacting. You know, okay, I gotta go here. This situation, I'm going here. You can't actively think like that on the field when the action is happening. You have to already have it in your head. But Tom Brady, he already knows this defense. I know what I'm gonna do. I see what they did here. I know where the opening is. That's where he's the master at. You can't outthink him out on the football field. He's really good. And he has the arm talent to make all the throws. So once he figures out what you're going to do, wherever you're vulnerable, he's going to get you.
Okay. So what does that do with Patrick Mahomes then? You went on the Tom Brady rank. You forgot about Patrick.
You know, because Patrick has that. He has that, but I'm going to give him the edge because, obviously, 20 years of experience, I'm not going to discount that. So I'm going to give but Patrick is just as smart as he is. Mm-hmm. He just hasn't played as long to maybe. So I'll give Brady the edge there.
Yeah. But
arm talent, Mahomes is right there. Better, stronger arm than Patrick Brady, than Tom Brady. And he makes throws Tom Brady could never even imagine in his dreams. He's just different. He just does things that nobody can do. He's that dude.
Because everybody said Aaron Rodgers is a better talent than Tom Brady. So is he better than Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes?
Definitely.
Okay.
1,000%. If he's better than Tom Brady, he's definitely better than Aaron Rodgers. Choke artist.
Okay.
I used to think Aaron Rodgers was really good.
Yeah.
So disappointing, bro. You got the heart of a freaking chipmunk.
We're going to end it at that, man. 34-31 me. I think Eagles win, to be honest. I think they're just a powerhouse, and it's going to be hard. Let's see. I think Eagles, and you think Chiefs.
I'm going with my dude.
Listen, but Holmes win. I'll be happy for him because I'll be happy for both teams.
Gonna be playing that song at the end of the game. I believe.
But beware. But beware. The Jets are coming. Lamar, please come.
Aaron Rodgers. I don't want you, New York, Aaron. Don't think that I'm a Jets fan. I don't want you. I don't want you.
I want Lamar.
I don't want.
I want a young guy.
I will watch your talent, but I know with you, it's just a whole bunch of shit that comes with you that I really don't want to deal with. So.
Anyways, man,
go to Las Vegas, better your whole fucking money out.
Yo, that right there is crazy. But anyways, man, Super Bowl coming up. NBA trade deadline is going to be ending tomorrow. I believe it's going to end around maybe 3-4 in the afternoon or so. All I have to say is, whatever happens, happens. We're going to be dropping more episodes like this. We're going to have more conversations and everything. Just want to say one thing. RIP to the officer that lost his life a couple of days ago. That was unfortunate. Got shot in the head. Fucking just doing stuff on Facebook Marketplace. Wanted to get something. And the guy robbed him. The guy previously did that like a month ago. Robbed a guy of $18,000. So this is not his first rodeo. And he ended up killing an officer in the process of doing that, man. That was horrible, man. RIP to the man. He's been serving for like 6 years, and I can't believe that actually happened to him, man. That sucks.
Yeah.
So anybody that's winning, if you're, like I said, anybody that's out there that's an officer, nobody that's an officer, man, just make sure that they're extra careful about things going on the internet, man. A lot of people just getting robbed and stuff through Facebook Marketplace. It's a very sketchy area, so I just want to just pay homage to that, and hopefully his family and everything, just gets the justice that they deserve. Okay.
Well, what makes me sad is that when you randomly select somebody, you're probably targeting maybe a good cop when there's plenty of bad cops. Not that we should be running around killing anybody, but I'm just saying,
Yeah, it's just,
Usually when you do random things like that, you end up getting guys that maybe was probably on the right side. And for every person that's an officer out there, I would suggest if you're a law enforcement officer,
yeah,
know the law. Please know the law before you violate people's rights. You know, then you end up suing because you know what ends up when you get over for violating people's rights, the taxpayer has to pay for your dumbness.
yeah.
Just saying. Law enforcement needs to know the law. Can't make it up as you go along. Know the law. You're going to be law enforcement. You have to know the law so you know what laws to enforce. God bless. Stay safe.
Stay safe and everything. You know, like I said, RIP to the officer and also RIP to Tyree Nichols, man. It's the most horrible thing to ever see. I watched the whole video in its entirety. It was the most horrific. It was the most horrifying thing I've ever seen on the internet ever. And those guys deserve to be put in for murder. And that guy that murdered the officer, I hope he, you know, gets the time that he deserves also, man. So salute to you guys. We're back. Got everything going now. I moved into our new apartment. I love it. It's everything I pretty much wish for in terms of living spaces, and the people around us are great also. So I just want to salute to you guys, salute to everybody that's chiming in, commenting, or even liking the video, sharing it. Just going to keep booming at this point, man. There's going to be a variety of topics that we're going to talk about. Definitely. That's why I like to talk about a different type of thing.
I just got one little comment I want to say about that. What kind of sense of manhood do you feel when you're an officer?
Let me finish off.
Guns, badges,
hold
on your side.
Hold on. Let me finish off and I'll let you go because you interrupted me. But salute to you guys and everything. It's gonna be more content coming up and all that, and I really appreciate y'all all the support and just continue rocking, man. We're gonna keep going. I'm gonna have shirts soon. I'm gonna have hats soon. It's gonna be dope, man. It's gonna be dope. But go ahead, you can end off on that. And
yeah, I'm just saying that full sense of manhood you be feeling when it's 5 guys beating on a defenseless guy. Gee, I got a gun, badge, nightstick, taser, and you still feel like you needed 5 guys. I mean, you're a bunch of cowards. You're a bunch of cowards. I hope they put you in the cell with a real dude, and y'all have to go mano a mano, so somebody's not breathing. And I don't apologize for that, because y'all all a bunch of cowards. And the sad part the part that makes me sad is that, yeah, you getting what you deserve. But what about your goddamn white counterparts who keep getting away with this shit? We need to stop tolerating this garbage. I'm out.
yeah, we definitely need to like change the system, man. It's definitely
Right? They getting convicted. Let's convict all these white motherfuckers who do the same shit.
all right.
Now the videos online.
Got it. Cool. All right. I like to appreciate y'all for everything. Also, you go check this video out right after it uploads. I'll be posting and everything. Just want to let you guys know that it's the ILLMINDZ podcast, man. If you ain't ill, you ain't real, man. We out of here. Peace.